What's up guys, and welcome to Man United Daily, and today I'm going to do a video review of the game against Tottenham on Sunday as of the 4th of March 2012. First, for the team news, there was two significant changes that Sir Alex has made to the team compared to last week at Norwich, and today Young started in front of Ryan Giggs, and I think that Ryan Giggs, perhaps Sir Alex is saving him for the match against Bilbao on Thursday, because he, as you may know, when we played Ajax last week, he admitted that he made a mistake playing too many young players on at the same time, and I think that Sir Alex has saved Ryan Giggs because he knew he can't have played Scholes and Giggs in today's game, risking him to play them again on Thursday, and that would have been a bit hard to ask of them at the stage of their careers, even though they have a very good record of injuries and stuff like that. But I think Ryan Giggs must have been saved for Thursday's game against Atletico Bilbao. Also, Wayne Rooney was back after his throat infection that he had picked up in the last week also, so he was back today in place of Xavi Hernandez. And, you know, with Wayne Rooney, he's our talisman, and it was a great boost to have him back. First half, Tottenham dominated play with a lot of possession, and I think that we were far inferior of them because they were dominating the midfield. Sandro and Jake Livermore were overrunning Paul Scholes and Michael Carrick far too often, and that left them a great big hole to go through, and it was easy for them to go and play up to Adebayor and also Luis Saha to hold the ball up for the supporting midfielders, and that made it a lot more difficult for us to handle them because, like I said, we were overrunning midfield, and Annie and Ashley Young, you know, you're going to get a lot of attacking prowess but not a lot going backwards, even though they are improving that aspect of their games. It was a big ask for him. Jones and Everett in return found it really difficult to handle the likes of Lennon because he was troubling Everett all through the match, but Everett did improve throughout, and it was hard to see the game at times because of how poor we were playing, but we did pull through it, and it was a great performance from everyone to conjure up the energy and commitment to maintain the high standards of quality of defending that we had been displaying in the past few weeks. Tottenham also had a goal disallowed after Adebayor was deemed to have handled it by Atkinson, and it was a very strange kind of incident because it was similar to that when Tottenham played Stevenage in the FA Cup, where it was the ball was shot and then it was hit the player on the line with an arm. On the last occasion was Scott Parker, it was now Adebayor, and it was a unfortunate incident, but I could see why the referee had given it, because it does seem like Adebayor did touch the ball and helped it back into his path, but I could also see Adebayor's argument that when it's hit at you that fast and that close, it's almost impossible to get out of it. So it was a great piece of luck for us in that respect, and it was a shocking event when we took the lead on the 45th minute when it was a corner crossed in by Ashley Young, and then Wayne Rooney did a bit of movement to outdo Kyle Walker, and then he just headed the ball in. You could tell that the fans of Tottenham were really disappointed by it and were really shocked. Even I was shocked, because I have to be honest that we did not deserve to be in the lead, because Tottenham has been playing so well and we were so poor that I thought it would have been very harsh. But you know, with always the champion mentality that we have, that never say die, so it was great to see that coming back again at the forefront. And it was, you know, a smash and grab, and that's what you have to do when you're competing at the highest level for the championship. The second half began as like the first half. Tottenham really played well today and dominated the midfield once again, even though Sir Alex knew that Scholes and Carrick were overran in the first half. I was surprised not to see perhaps Ryan Giggs or even Anderson coming on for perhaps a striker, and left Rooney up there by himself, take Welbeck off and made a three-man midfield, but he didn't do that. He stuck with it because I think he knew that Tottenham were vulnerable defensively today, so that paid dividends on the 60th minute when Ashley Young, after good work from Nani, threw a throw-in, crossed it to the byline, and Ashley Young producing a great bicycle kick into the side netting of Brad Friedel's goal. it was a great finish and great technique also from Ashley Young to remain composed through that high pressure situation, and it was a great step again and another smash and grab goal from the champions. There was no element of luck towards the next one on the 69th minute when Ashley Young picked up the ball and then surged towards the Tottenham goal, but they didn't close him down, and that would turn out to be a mistake because, as many of you may know, when we played Arsenal back in August, he scored a wonderful goal when he curled it into the top corner past Szczesny, and it was the same story here where he picked it up. Kabul and Walker failed to close him down, and he drove one past Brad Friedel with great accuracy. And you know, Friedel has been one of the most consistent performers of this season, so it was a great goal to see, and Friedel got nowhere near it. But Spurs did get a goal back. To their credit, they kept going, but it was also a defensive lapse from Ryan Giggs and Rio Ferdinand, and that enabled the foe to go through and scored a good goal. So the game finished 3-1 to United, and has been a very good result for us because, you know, we have to keep on Manchester City's coattail going into this difficult run-in for them, and we have significantly easier games, in my opinion. That's very winnable, so it looks as though it's favouring us, and if we can get through this next 7 games with almost a perfect record, 19 to 21 points, then I think that by then we would have been quite a few points ahead, maybe 3 or even 4, because Man City has to be played Stoke away, Arsenal away, Chelsea at home. You know, that could have a positive effects on Chelsea now Andre Villas-Boas has gone. So anything can happen in football, but I hope that throughout the next 7 fixtures, the championship might have been decided before the Etihad meeting between the two Manchester clubs. Ashley Young got the man of the match from the Sky Sports pundits, and although he scored 2 great goals, my man of the match went to Johnny Evans, who was again immense today. He has received a lot of critics over his performance earlier in the season, but he has improved a lot in the past few weeks. I think that he has bulked up a little bit more, Johnny Evans, and now he's less dominated by, you know, brilliant forwards like Adebayor, when a few years ago I remember that he would have been played out of the game, but today he handled himself very well, along with Rio Ferdinand helping him in the back, which would have been a huge boost for him. So Johnny Evans got my man of the match. Great performance for him. So there you have it, guys. That's been my video review of the game of United versus Tottenham as of the 4th of March 2012. I hope you like this video. If you want, please comment below about what you think of the match, and perhaps I'll involve those comments in the next video. And you know what else you need to do. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more content. Cheers.